Another weekend and another market. We're at the Minneapolis Aquitennial Night Market that happens one day on a Saturday in July. Hey everybody, it's a little bit later in the day, but we have a one-day night market. This is the Aquitennial for Minneapolis, Minnesota, and it's from 4 to 10 p.m. It's Saturday. The air is so humid and thick, I could swim in it, and we just had a really hot market like that last week. Luckily, this is starting as hopefully the sun starts to go down. There will be loud fireworks. Last time we did this, we ran into a parking nightmare. Like, I was literally stuck in a parking ramp trying to get out for like over an hour. So hopefully I can go and pick up the car a little bit earlier so we can avoid that, just because there isn't really a convenient spot to park down there once we've unloaded. So we'll see how it goes. Well, we got there a little bit early and I had time to actually go onto the overlook that's at the top of the Guthrie. This part is free and you can go over the overpass and go into a little lookout area. And I just wanted to see the skyline from Minneapolis, get a few shots, and then take a look at our spot way down below. As I said, this is free to go up there and just kind of look out at the skyline and take pictures. And I'm just looking over the very top of the overlook that's a few stories up and looking down onto our spot of the market of where we will be at as the sun begins to set. Well, we finally got set up underneath the little overlook of the Guthrie, and after our tent blew over, our neighbor's tent blew over, very, very windy, challenging. We couldn't put our sidewalls up, and we have to get a new tent. All right, we're behind the table. We have taped the ends of my earrings that we have here because they keep flying off, and I've had to run and chase them behind us. But so far, some of our things are staying, even though we have them sideways on our tent. They are staying on the shelving, and we've had to test out different setups just because the wind is so bad, windy. And hopefully the shadow will creep over towards us soon because it's a little bit hot. But again, made some sales already within our first couple of hours, so we're doing good at Thank Cutie. The lights are on, and we have quite a few sales already. Our shelves are getting emptier, but again, this is just before the fireworks, so there are lots and lots of people around here, and some people getting ready for the fireworks, so they have their places all set out. But it's going well at this market. Here is the night portion of the night market of our booth, and trying to do the best that we can with weather elements, but you can see there's a ton of people still walking around and getting their places ready before the fireworks begin. We have vintage clothing on one side, and then we have some handmade vegetable earrings and other apparel next to us as well. There we are. Alright, I'm just trying to do a quick little walkthrough so you can see what everything kind of looks like. There's different small businesses and handmade artists here. And I'm just gonna turn around and go down a little bit. I can't go all the way down just because I gotta help at our booth. I'm gonna go by so you guys can take a look and see. We have all the tents lined up. There's the gold medal. Oh, I want a henna. You can see we have henna, we have jewelry artists.
Hi.
Different apparel and art. We're just taking a walk through. Back to our booth. You can see everybody has different lighting for their tents. And there's a doggy bow ties. Here's some different trucks and everything. There's vintage apparel next to us. And here we are back at our booth. was walking away, the fireworks had started, very, very loud, but very pretty. And I wanted to get the car out of the Guthrie ramp, which was very cheap, $10 all day, because I was stuck in the ramp for an hour and a half, probably longer than that last year, and I didn't want the same repeat. So unfortunately, the gate was driving around until they let me through that little road closed sign area, and they didn't let us through until all the crowd let out so that we could pack up and get ready for teardown. And surprise, surprise, we have a little bonus video coming up of the next day, Sunday. We actually had another event that was last minute. All right, hopefully it's not too loud. There's an airplane flying overhead. It is Sunday. Yesterday we got home at, I would say, about midnight from our night market that went from 4 to 10 p.m. But there were so many people in traffic, they weren't letting us in to unload, and it took a long time. Our tents, due to the wind elements, busted, so we're gonna unfortunately have to get a new tent frame, and maybe just a new tent tarp, because it did rip a little bit. But unfortunately we just got that one for this specific event and it's already broken. We can't obviously return it. It wasn't sturdy enough. We had weights on it, but the wind was so strong it lifted it up even with the weights and blew over. So just not a good part on that, but we did well. We did about close to the same as we did last year for the Aquitennial night market. So in a 6-hour time span, it was considerably pretty good. And now we're off to vend for the first time. We're helping actually fill in for the art shop that's in Midtown Global Market, because somebody couldn't make it to their spot. So we're helping fill in, and we're doing it back to back. Totally crazy. We're both tired. It's going to be another hot day, and we're hoping that we're not in the area that's exposed to the elements. So this is our back-to-back day number 2, and we're supposed to be there before the ball game starts, and then also set up, and then we leave, I think, by the 7th inning. But this is for the St. Paul Saints. So we wanted to try it out, so we get to try it out now. And then we're also going to be at the Minnesota State Fair later on. So here we go for our second day.
Here we go.
It was a while since we'd been to a Saints game, and they have the farmers market going on Sunday until like 1 o'clock. So we had to keep driving around, ask for some directions on where we should park our car to unload. And we get to walk through the gate. We just had to tell them which group we were with, and they let us through to go ahead and set up in this little area by Andy's Grill. Well, we managed to get set up and kind of modify with just 2 shelves and a table, and there was a little bit of confusion. We had another artist who was supposed to have another table next to us as well, and there was a mix-up in the schedule, but there is the HS field, and what it looks like, it's just beginning to fill up. Volunteers and other people are coming in, but it was really noisy, so I had to voice over. And the cutest thing ever, it's dog day, so we got to see lots of little furry pets. So we had no idea what to expect at this event because we had never done the St. Paul Saints ball game before through the art shop, and we had lots of people looking and a few sales, and we were only there for a couple hours.
Boxes left to go. The husband is bringing those out, but there's our little spot, and that's what it looks like. And the game is still going on, but I guess everybody, including the other vendors, packs down at around the 7th inning. And you can see if earlier was all full, and now it's a little bit emptier, but they're still playing up there on the field.
All right, so we had a few challenges this weekend. It's the hot weather this summer, very hot and humid when we've had outdoor events. We also lost our tent due to the wind. Our leg broke, we'll have to get a new one, and back to back events because we had a Saturday night market. We got back very late and had to get up the next day for another event at the Saints game. But we really enjoyed meeting everybody. We knew some of the artists there, and we also got to meet people that had shopped with us before at the night market last year, and they came back and they bought from us again. So thank you. We also got to participate in the food and activities, and we also earned more than enough back from our table space. And we just enjoyed a lot of the atmosphere that was happened at both events. So again, thank you everybody. Hey everybody, thank you for watching. Remember to hit that like and subscribe. We really appreciate meeting everybody. And you can always find us too at thinkcutie.com or Think Cutie Studios on Etsy. And here's our upcoming show list. Many more events to come for the rest of the year.